Hello, everyone. Oh, Sean. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. Give me a second. I forgot to change my title. There we go. That should be better. Got that taken care of. And the last thing, I need to run the ads, and on my activity feed is broken again. Maybe I should update it? Maybe? There we go, the ads are running. Let me just get comfy. And soon we can begin. Once again. We still are missing. I don't think we got any new faces last time, but we did get more CG. So, progress. Also, while I'm waiting, let me check something. Alright. I can see what you people are after. Guess we'll have to think of contingency plans for next Tuesday. Job, I haven't fully planned things out. But hey, that's what you guys want. Let me just go through the list quickly while we wait for the ads to end. Yes, it seems that my plans haven't changed. So, same plan as before. There are few routes I wish to try. The Steam is giving me hints, but they're very vague. So we'll see what happens. Alright, let's go. Switching that on. Putting on the mood lighting. And we are good to go. I finished a run last time, which means I need to very specifically pick this route. I must not mess things up. Chapter
You're
1.
on a path in the wood.
Yes, we know what to do.
That's the spirit.
Proceed into the cabin.
The interior.
We'll take the blade.
door to the... Good.
Just continue
You're
down.
still listening to reason. You step forward. Your grip on...
Forward. And slay the
You
princess.
lunge forward.
Of course,
Yes.
she's dead.
Exactly.
Go back.
You
Delete.
open the cabin door.
And we have
Only
the void. Go.
so
okay.
glad you're keeping an open mind. This is what's best for everyone. Time...
Of course, Vera. I like it here.
Really? Well, more happy time.
Good ending. You did it. You saved everyone. We got the achievement. Roll credits. Ah, don't think. Second easiest run of the game. Now let's do it again. Now what's the next hit?
You're on a path in the woods. And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the base...
Alright, so
That's the spirit.
let's go see our princess.
The interior... The door... Her voice
Hello?
is... Don't... How
I'm
many
here to save
times
you.
do I have to tell you how dead...
I'll see what I can do.
You're only making this more difficult.
We'll have to
Okay.
check upstairs. The door's locked.
You make your way to the...
I then save the princess. She tears her arm like it was nothing.
No, we won't have any of that.
He tries to stop us. And what we have to do is to warn her.
Stop that.
And we need to resist.
The blade! Move the...
And here we are again. I'm tempted to leave at this point.
A warning.
However, we have to finish the room.
The interior of the cabin is clean and elegant, its stone walls draped in fine-threaded tapestries. A prison...
I'm going to say it.
The blade is your...
One part of me wants to see what happens. They stab her. Just go down there and stab her. And be very open about it. On the other hand, I'm curious about just abandoning her there. Take the
You
blade.
take the blade.
I suppose if we're to play the role of dashing knight, we need an equally dashing sword. That way she'll know we can defend her from her enemies.
I did not miss your voice, Mitten.
Hopefully it doesn't put her on edge. There's no use arguing over motivations right now. It's good that you took the blade. You'll need it to do your job.
I'm very patient.
The door to the bed, but it's still a soft voice.
Hello? Is someone there?
Her voice. It's okay. I'm with you that we don't even. Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. You walk down the stairs and lock
Hello?
eyes with the princess. There's a heavy.
My love, we're here.
You know she can't hear you, right?
She may not be able.
Oh, your spirit's plenty low.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Did you hear that? She's.
And she called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it?
Not for me,
Easy
though.
for you to come back.
That's right, villain. And you killed us. Well, only because he made us try and kill.
And you've died before. We damned a whole world. Nothing
Yeah. knee last time and it hurt a lot. Why did you do that?
I'm sorry. Didn't you want me to?
Did we? We warned her of the cruel forces seizing.
Shut up,
She made
Smitten.
the best decision for her.
What happened after it
I
died?
died. And now we're talking.
Very vague. But before we started talking, did the world end?
I don't know. Was I supposed to have ended the world?
Isn't that just you listen?
Honestly, the world sucks. Keep your head Blake, and I hope you brought a slow and painful ruin to all of them.
I can't believe that the fate of the entire world has been left in the hands of a misanthrope.
Lucky for you, I did destroy the world. I destroyed all of it and made it awful for everyone.
Should just say whatever I want to hear.
I'd point out that she just admitted to obliterating the entire world, but I guess that wouldn't actually move.
Hello, souls. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for 8 months of subscriptions. Thank you for the hit cuts. Putting the fan back together. Did you succeed? Also, I hope those 8 months of effort now that you have emo stays everywhere. I have seen you've been using my evil emote a lot. And I'm doing good. We're here to slay more princesses. After my horrible attempt to sever my linnies, nice. Yay. Anyway,
Oh, it moves me. Whatever we do next, we should do our best to not let her out. But have you seen her angelic face? She should get a pass. She just wanted to make us happy. By destroying the world.
I'm curious how this turns out.
Apparently, yes.
I know, right? I too suffer from it. Do I have to cut you again?
I'm okay with whatever you come up with. You can cut my arm off again.
We won't be laying a finger on her What? Why are you... She didn't care No, you're right.
I'm sorry, what
Another
happened?
version of me was pushed to such...
That's okay.
She took that. But do you think she does? I think he's...
Slay the princess!
Blade in hand, you run the princess down. Wait, no! You barbarian, what do you think you're doing? But you ignore the pleas of the foolish little voice and press on. The princess's eyes grow wide with terror as you approach, but she does absolutely nothing to stop you. Your blade pierces
Oh, that
her
was
heart,
easy.
and she collapses pathetically to the ground.
I'm sorry. Did I do something wrong?
This isn't what I was looking for.
No, my love, you did nothing wrong. I'm sorry.
I'm going to die now. I think...
And just like that, she's dead. And the world is... I feel sick. Sick? You took part in... You'll get over it. You just saved... Get over it. You smart... You raise the blade, aiming the point directly towards your heart. Excuse me? No, you absolutely do not do that. Yeah, let's not make any rash decisions. Rash. The only...
I'm the only one who makes decisions here, and I say no.
Exactly. You're not doing this. All of you may have previously... I don't believe... What? What don't you believe? You plunge the blade into your own heart and collapse to the floor. You can't be serious. Why you... I'm not. He just made it happen. I'm sorry.
This isn't what I was planning for. Let's go back a save.
The blade...
What if I enter without it? Can I still slay?
The door to the basement creaked.
I'm sorry. I'm okay. You died? I don't know.
At least you're being honest. I can't believe that the fate of the entire world has been left in the hands of a nihilist.
Wow.
The princess shifts in uncomfortable confusion.
Me too. I don't care.
She wasn't confused for long.
If she doesn't care, then clearly
Alright.
If another version of me...
That's okay.
She took that. That's because you think she died. I think you... No,
Okay.
I can't. You're what? I would if you had a weapon.
not on my watch, villain.
You...
I would.
I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot. I can't believe...
I told you.
I'm free.
Yeah.
And you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you.
The princess jumps up and smothers. If only you had a weapon. One slip of the wrist and your pristine blade would be... Luckily for Mr. Romance, we don't have a weapon.
What if we do have a weapon at that point? I'm trying to figure out how to unlock a certain line of text.
No,
Rescue the princess?
I can't... You're what? Take over our body and force us to try... Yes.
Not on my watch, villain.
You wouldn't.
I would.
I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feeling. You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. I can't believe it. I guess I have.
I told you. There's no
I'm free. And you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank
That's what you
Princess
think?
jumps. Are you sure you want to do this? Just one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade is buried in her back, and everyone out there is saved. Is that a threat?
You know what we'll do if you try it.
You're going to regret this.
What do we do now?
Let me
What do you want
guess.
to do?
End the world?
Spoken with the rank cynicism of someone who has never felt love in his heart.
I don't actually know. Nobody's ever asked me what I wanted before.
She doesn't even know what she wants. You may have had her all wrong. What if this whole thing is just a misunderstanding? What if she doesn't want to end the world? You're so gullible. Is the only thing you've ever doubted the actual truth?
I think I want to leave. And I think...
The princess closes her eyes in deep reflection, and then she shrugs.
I don't know. What do you want to do?
Do you want to end the world?
Are you seriously asking her that?
Oh, we've been over this one. I do want to end the world.
You heard her? There must be something you
I
want.
just want to make you happy.
What's with the music? What would make you happy?
I just want to make you happy.
Help? You have to want something more than just making me happy.
Okay, I'll find something else to want if that makes you happy.
Okay, clearly something's happening here, and I'm very scared. What if we just don't do anything? What if we just stay here? Nobody gets hurt, just figure out a way to be happy together.
Oh, is that really what you want? If you think that would make you happy, then...
Her eyes dart uncomfortably to the corners of the room.
I guess we could do that.
Oh, at least she's normal again.
Normal again? Can't you tell she's sad? She's distraught. This is unacceptable.
But she can't be unhappy about staying with us.
No, it has to be him. It has to be this place. If we just made these walls more fitting for a princess.
Right.
As the voice thinks its thought, your hands raise, fingers pointing towards your chest, and then...
What?
No, you absolutely do not do that.
Oh, but I do.
What? What is he doing? We can't see unless you tell us.
I'm worried.
Are you sure you want to know? I suppose I can't stall forever. You plunge your nails into your chest,
Are
digging
you
deep,
serious?
grasping for a handhold. And you find it, your fingers curling around your ribs.
Oh no, what are you doing? Are you okay? You can't do that and be okay.
Time out. He should not be allowed to do that. He's not the decider. And yet, it's done, isn't it?
Why are you...
It will be soon. You yank violently, your bones cracking with wet pops as you pull yourself apart inch by painful inch.
I should have stayed in the root, but it's too late for that.
Your exposed heart, framed by jagged ribs, thumps rhythmically in your raw, bloodied chest. The loosened, threads of your body unfurling to cover the surface of the room.
Geelong dark? Geelong quiet?
Don't mind my sacrifice. It's a fair price to pay to give her everything she doesn't know she
Smitten,
wants.
how do you know about this?
Oh, I see. You're trying to tell me something. It's beautiful.
The princess, mesmerized, reaches towards your beating heart, and then everything goes dark and we die? Yes.
Epilogue, happily ever after.
You're on a path in the woods. Mate, we're clearly already in the cabin. Excuse me? You're clearly... Oh. Huh. So you are. How do you know about the cabin? I didn't get to the cabin part of my opening monologue yet.
Oh, but you know.
We've been here before. Well, not here, but I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. You knew about the Lupin last time. Not that he was eager to divulge that.
The skeptic, hello.
Right on cue, here's the new guy. Welcome! Can't say I'm happy to be here. Okay, yes, I get it. You've been here before. That's terrible. You know that, right? Because the only reason you would have been here before is if you failed in whatever world you'd come from. Meaning you doomed an entire other reality. But I'm sure since you're so well-travelled...
Don't
you
worry,
know that.
narrator. Everything
Yes?
will be fine now.
We know that you keep telling us that, but we've never seen a world end. As far as I'm concerned, that whole conversation is just noise. And I'm stuck on a better question. Where's the other one?
The slit...
The other one?
Yeah, a certain lovesick fool has been suspiciously quiet. One might even say, absent.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
It's a little quiet here, isn't it?
Did we get rid of him?
Maybe that's one of the rules. Maybe only one bonus voice is allowed to be here at a time.
Bonus voice?
Bonus voice? I'm just as important as you are.
I'm not saying it's a bad thing. All I'm saying is that it's my third time here and it's your first. You're not unwelcome, but from my perspective, you're definitely bonus. I'm going to describe the room now. The interior of the cabin is vast and regal. High arched windows line the walls, their multicoloured glass casting kaleidoscopic patterns across the stone floor. An iron chandelier hangs from the vaulted ceiling, its many candles lit with flickering light, vaguely illuminating the massive room. This is a house fit for royalty. Before you, there isn't a blade, is there? That's not good.
There's no need for that. Doesn't matter if you used blade here, we did use it last time. At the time before that, she used it to kill us.
I see your point, but it's still an option that's been taken away from us. I don't like losing options.
Yes, and it's an important one. It's your implement. You're going to need it if you want to do this right. And the fact that you're here, right now, again, means that you have not yet done this right. But it's not there, is it? We don't even get the choice. So, what are we supposed to do? I don't actually know. I'm sure it'll turn up somewhere. It has to. It's part of the whole structure of this place, I think. At the very least, it's important.
Right. So none of you are going to talk about the
Oh,
mirror?
I see it. I've just been preoccupied with everything else going on. Like the fact that we can rip our own heart out without deciding that's what we're going to do.
Is that what happened to you last time? How did that even work? Better not do it again.
The good hydrations.
Lucky for you, the one who did it is the one who's gone. Wonderful. Moving on, I have no idea what you're talking about. There is no mirror. There's only the stained glass windows, the empty table where your blade should be, and the door to the basement.
Ah,
There it
the
is,
usual.
right in the middle of the room. Mirror or no mirror, the door to the basement, your only way forward, is just on the other side of the room. How about you walk over there?
Smash the mirror. I can still leave.
You cross the room, stopping just in front of the door to the basement. What is this about that supposed mirror? Just reach forward and fumble around a bit. I'm sure you'll find the handle. Well, shall we have a look at ourselves?
Reach
You
forward
reach
and it's
forward,
gone.
your hand instinctively wrapping around the handle. It's gone.
I don't like things disappearing on us. I don't like how fluid reality seems to be.
Neither do I. And then you push the door open. Marvellous. We can proceed. It would seem that the stairs to the basement don't lead to a basement at all.
Huh?
Rather, they go up. They're draped in fine carpet, too, one that feels pleasantly soft against your feet. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably... no, it doesn't work here at all. This place is nice. It's fancy, even. I have to say, whatever you did in your previous lives, I deeply dislike how much it's thrown me off my rhythm.
And I'm oddly enjoying this.
Well, if all of this has thrown you off your rhythm so much, then maybe we don't have to slay the princess. No, you absolutely do. Just because she lives in a nice house doesn't mean she doesn't pose a direct threat to all of reality. It's in her very nature.
Fair reasoning.
Am I the only one who remembers how much she changed last time? Does she even have a nature?
That is precisely why she poses a threat. I don't know, she got weird for a second, yeah, but she didn't change that. We have to move on. This is a wildly dangerous line of reasoning.
See?
No, you can't just say that and not... Her voice, gentle and warm, with an undercurrent of fatigue, rolls down the stairs.
You're home. Dinner's ready.
As much as I desperately want to know what happened last time, we are not going to examine it. The more we think, the worse this gets.
Oh,
Why
how
are you
wonderful.
so on edge? This is much nicer than what we're used to. I'd like to have dinner. Dinner sounds nice.
Agreed.
That is the problem. This isn't supposed to be nice, and she's supposed to be a prisoner. I need to stop talking. I need to stop talking. Just go upstairs, okay?
Will do.
And don't eat the food.
I will.
This hall, like the one below, is grand and beautiful. Torches bathe the room in warm, comforting light, just enough to illuminate the tapestries along every wall, woven with scenes of chivalry and courtship and romance. The many cloth eyes are fixed on each other, gazes averted from the long table in the centre of the room, the princess seated at its far end. Your pristine blade glints in the weak torchlight, hanging from a golden chain around the princess's neck.
Interesting.
So that's where it is. And the tip is already pointed right at her heart. Okay, everything is falling back into place. All you have to do is cross the room, push down a little, and the entire world is saved. That's easy.
I don't like that shadow, though.
Isn't that suspiciously easy? There has to be a twist. There has to be something waiting for us. You saw what happened to her last time. She's not what she seems.
You're here. Now we can start being happy together. Why don't you sit down? Wouldn't that be nice?
As the words leave her mouth, the torches flare and a chair swings in from behind, knocking your legs out from under you. You're forcibly seated at the head of the table.
Isn't that better? It is better, right?
Yes? Excuse me. Yes. Yes. So many choices here. You mentioned dinner and this?
Oh, right, dinner. I totally forgotten about it.
Flames burn bright, and a shadow dives across the table. In its wake, it leaves a feast.
Okay, Chet, I'm having a weird deja vu here. I'm kinda scared.
Go ahead and dig in. I'm sure you're hungry.
Remember what I said.
Oh, but it looks so amazing, and after everything we've been through, we could really use a break. Are you sure we need to be so concerned?
I'm not sure about anything, and that's the problem.
For what it's worth, I generally don't think one should trust strange food that magically appears on a table. But nothing here is exactly what I expected it to be, so make of that what you will.
I played Undertale, this is fine.
You begin to feast, and the princess follows suit, her soft smile never fading. The food is more exquisite than you ever could have imagined. You sample countless otherworldly dishes, sauces and bread and hearty stews whose tastes dance across your tongue. You tear at hunks of meat practically melting from the bone, juicy and tender and bursting with flavors you could scarcely begin to describe. Your cup fills itself again and again with a flowery nectar so sweet it tastes like glimmering jewels. This really is perfect, isn't it? It is the best meal you've ever had. But then it's over, and you're just as hungry as when you began.
Wasn't that perfect? We should do it again.
The shadow washes across the table, clearing and replating. The feast is once again laid before you.
I see what's going on
The
here.
food is good. Again, you tear into golden crispy flesh, dab at the slurry of aromatic sauces on your plate with thick crusted bread, sip your goblet of sparkling gems. But you've done this already.
I'm getting hungry.
And then it's over. And you're just as hungry as when you began.
You're still hungry too, right? I know this wasn't as good as it was last time, but we just have to do it again. That's all. It'll be perfect if we just do it again.
So the shadow sweeps over the table, clearing the old and laying out the new. And so you do it again. The meat is fine, the bread is fine. You sample the side dishes and they're fine too. You finish your goblet, the liquid within no longer glimmering on your palate, instead leaving your mouth coated in a tacky film. You put it down and it fills again. You do not drink more. So we had a mediocre meal. It's not a big deal.
That's the trap. It wasn't mediocre at first. It's trending down.
Exactly.
We're just getting a little sick of it. So what? We just have to try something new. I'm sure we won't be stuck eating the same meal forever. Regardless of quality, it's over again, and you're just as hungry as when you began. Again.
No, something was wrong that time. But maybe I was just tasting it wrong. It looks just as good as it did the first time. It shouldn't taste like this.
Again, the shadow replaces your feast. And again you eat.
Oh boy.
The meat is greasy. The bread is tough, its crust hurting your jaw as you chew. The grey vegetables are barely worth the effort of picking through. You don't even touch the goblet, its sickly sweet aroma utterly unappealing. I'm so tired of eating. At least you still have the memory of how good it was the first time, right?
Yeah?
I'm so tired of this.
As the words leave her mouth, one of the torches on the wall sputters and then goes out entirely.
Huh?
What just happened? Did I do something wrong?
A light went out. Maybe a coincidence, but maybe not.
And she's a prisoner. This reminds me of a story.
As if in response to the dousing of their brother, the other three torches blaze brighter, their flames licking at the walls. Their shadows deepen, dancing angrily across the stone.
did anything wrong. I just wanted said something I wanted to say.
But it was wrong. I took away a piece of our light. I'm not supposed to do that. I don't want him to be upset with me.
You said he. Who is he?
He's the voice that whispers sweet nothings in my ear. I think he made this place for us.
Snitton, what are you planning?
It all makes sense now. It's him,
Yeah.
isn't it? He's making all of this happen. He's the one who's trapped us here. Who? The lovesick one, the one from last time. He's not gone. He's just with her now. He's the Shadow.
The Doomsday Identity at the Shadow Secret with the help of a questioning voice. Hey, Snitton, you were real chatty last time. Did you have anything to say?
Smitten?
The torches flare and the shadow grows for a moment, but you don't receive a response.
No, I saw him smile. That's him.
Regardless, it would seem that he, if there is a he, isn't something you can talk to.
Because he's not one of us, that's why.
He says his words are just for me. But he wants me to ask. Isn't this enough? Isn't this what you wanted him to do? He says he's tired. I don't think he'll answer anything else you have to say.
Fair enough. So, what is this place?
It's our happy ending. Just like you asked for. It's everything we're supposed to have ever wanted.
We just ate. What are we supposed to do now?
I don't know. Maybe we could play a game. Yeah, that's exactly what we should do.
Flames roar and the shadow comes dancing across the table. It leaves behind an intricate game, its pieces elegant and beautiful and enticing, its simple rules already apparent, even with little explanation.
My brain just shouted, you know?
We can probably work together to figure this out as we go. That sounds like a lot of fun, right?
Yet another waste of time. Why all the distractions? What are we being distracted from? That's the real game. And I feel like I'm 2 steps behind.
Skeptic, you just focus on that. I'll focus on the game.
You're overthinking it, mate. I feel like this is just something to do. We might as well try to have some fun. You and the princess do indeed figure it out as you go. And what a game it is. The tension between turns, the triumphant highs of moves well placed, and the tragic lows of miscalculations and careless plays. The warmth of trust and the cool texture of deception. And then, the climax, as she places her final piece.
Oh, I think we got the rules wrong.
And so you start over.
Well,
Time passes. You play the game. You win. Hey! Will you look at that?
Oh, you won. I guess we can play again.
Time passes. You play the game. She wins.
Oh, I won. I guess we can play again.
There is a long pause, and the board does not reset.
This
Ow.
isn't fun anymore, is it?
a lot of torch will go out.
It's never going to stay fun.
You don't need me to tell you that it isn't. Oh. The princess visibly panics as another torch sputters.
Wait. Maybe this is just too easy. Maybe if we added more rules and pieces, it would be fun again.
Yeah. The game's just a little simple. We can make it fun again.
We're being held hostage by Smitten. Souls, look what has happened.
The shadow descends on the board once again. More pieces are added, their shapes more intricate, their purposes less immediately clear, and the two of you set about discovering the complexities of the game anew.
We don't have to hear Smitten anymore that we're being held hostage by Smitten.
And so you do. And it is fun again. In fact, it's almost as fun as the first time you played, and the sputtering torch roars back to life. But then you get used to the additions, and the feeling starts to fade. Creeping numbness settling in over the board.
shut over there. That's littered.
More pieces are added. The feelings flare. The feelings fade. The princess suggests new rules. A glimmer of what could have been excitement flits through your mind, quickly vanishing as the game progresses. Your pieces advance in an ever-increasing slog to their destination. Winning and losing become nothing but ends. And even the end becomes nothing as you roll over into a new game, the board resetting as many times as you can finish. Till finally...
I'm out of ideas. I'm actually out of ideas this time. I don't think I can play anymore.
That's fate of every game.
As the words leave the princess's mouth, another torch goes out. Again, the remaining flames burn brighter, and the shadow dances faster.
I'm happy. I promise. We're both so happy here. You don't have to be upset.
This is... awful.
It is.
I think we all know that we're not happy. We just have to admit it to ourselves.
Are you actually happy here?
The princess starts to hyperventilate, her quick breaths punctuating the uncomfortable silence between you.
Yes! Why wouldn't I be? Let's not talk about it.
We need the truth. You need to tell me how you really feel.
I don't feel anything.
The third torch sputters out. The princess's shadow dances furiously against the far wall.
There's just one left. What's going to happen when it goes out?
Don't worry about what's going to happen. If you could do anything about, what would you do? What would it be? What would you choose?
I think I'd like to dance under the stars.
That sounds lovely.
But there aren't any stars here. I'd have to leave.
As she says that, the shadow rushes forward and tightens its grip on her wrists.
I'm not happy here. I don't think I ever was.
The princess sobs, burying her face in her hands as the final torch blows out.
Are you okay?
She raises her head, mascara trailing down her cheeks.
No, it feels like an important part of me is gone. But I'm still here. I don't know what to do with that. I don't know how I'm supposed to pick up the pieces.
The princess's eyes dart to the floor.
Well, we can't sit here forever. That part of us is over.
The princess pushes herself from her chair, and you instinctively do the same, waiting by the top of the stairs as she quietly crosses the room.
Do you still care about me?
Of course. No, just slay the princess.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you to say that. I still care about you, too, so maybe this wasn't all bad.
I chose have fun.
But I don't think this place is for us anymore. I think we need to go.
You're offering surprisingly little resistance. If we leave the cabin, doesn't that end the world?
It does if he's telling the truth.
Yes, well, I've seen my fairy tale ending, and I think there might be worse things than the end of the world.
Well, how either did the raiders
It
broken?
really was just all meaningless blather then, wasn't it?
Think what you will. I'm done fighting. You and the princess don't exchange words as you descend the stairs to the cabin's entrance. And then the two of you step out into the world, I think this is the end of me. Even if it's not the end of you. I hope this was worth it. Genuinely, I do. He's really gone, isn't he?
Yeah?
Yeah. There's an itching in the back of my head that feels like it's finally been scratched. No more shadowy figures yanking at our strings. No more strings. I guess we're free.
The stars are so beautiful.
A quiet moment passes over you. A comfortable quiet.
I meant it when I said I wanted to dance.
She gently pulls you forward until you fall into a graceful step. The only reason the sky seeks a sheer dumping of your hearts, beating in perfect unison. Her face, lean and tired, brightens as fast as you move, a soft, sad smile hiding, and body until it reflects only genuine affection. You send her out in a wide spin, your arms stretched to their limits, only the tiniest grasp of your hand, in hers holding you together, to share a gaze that feels like it lasts forever. And the
Thank
long
you
dark
for
comes.
taking me here. This is nice, even if it's a little cold outside.
I meant it. Share dance with your happy ending.
She's gone. And is that a... I'm begging you.
You don't have a choice.
This...
You're right.
See to the cabin.
Something.
Is this the end of the
How
world?
can the world have ended if
Get her out of there.
I'm sorry? There are some changes that can never be undone. I promise.
What happens now?
Nothing. There is no. Bring me.
Before that, let's look at our memories. Happily ever after. Keep the last fun lit forever. Finish playing the game without the help of a manipulated voice. It's finally over. Offer her your hand. You've been here before, an honest heart. See through your eyes at the end of everything as it dance under this under the stars. Yeah. We got that. And there was another one here, the damsel. That path was locked. But we got a new route. Like they forget.
She asks that I tell you won't.
Share your happy ending with her.
Your honor?
Alright, what shall we do this time?
You make your way up. The interior of the cabin is almost...
Enter the basement. I have an idea what path to take.
The door to the basement creep...
Also, a reminder, we had done some of this cult lately. There's so many things. The stranger is completely done, so we don't have to go back. I cause a paradox. choice to leave her there. The raid is completely done. We don't have to return to that route. And the moment of clarity is done. This one has some choices. And Torn is something that we need to do at some point as well.
Her voice.
Hello?
I'm
Wait,
here to
really?
save you.
You're... Okay.
I don't know anything
Of
about you.
course I'm locked up down here for a reason. I don't actually know what that reason is, but you don't just stuff a princess in a basement and throw away the key without there being some sort of an explanation, right?
Yeah?
You have all the explanation you need. You should know better than to trust whatever she comes up with.
You're supposed to save the world? And I'm trying to think it straight.
Would everything feel right about you if you were locked away in a hole by yourself for as long as you can remember?
Just how long has she been?
So,
What are you going to do is try to let
The
you out?
princess hesitates.
She doesn't know.
She knows what.
what I do doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, whoever sent you to I don't trust that.
She has a point.
So this shouldn't be about... This is about how mess... Do you really think I can... We both know that if there's people...
Don't
Yes,
let
yes,
her
yes.
turn.
This doesn't add up. The risk isn't worth to take the war over the potential fate of the world. What does this do?
Thank you. You turn back to the stairs, intent on retrieving the blade in the cabin.
You'll regret this. I promise you. But go ahead. Run along and get whatever you're planning to get.
Ominous.
But you'd better hope that I don't slip these chains before you make it back down here.
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice? I don't think she's bluffing.
She has to be bluffing, but hurry. You rush up to the first floor, grabbing the blade, both yours and the world's only possible salvation.
Okay. If we're sure about this decision, I'll support it. I suppose we have a world to save after all.
You slowly
down we
creep
go?
down the basement stairs. It's quiet. Where the princess sat only a moment ago, there's only a severed arm, its cooling flesh still chained to the wall. And she is nowhere to be seen.
Oh boy, what's going to happen? Nope, Foxy wasn't here for the happy ending.
Is it just me? Or did this room get a lot bigger?
Let's
Your
finish this.
eyes dart to the corners of the room. You don't see her.
Where is she?
Close the door behind you.
You close the door behind you. Almost magically, its locks immediately click into place. Maybe they'll open if you finish the job.
Investigate the
You
arm.
step forward to investigate the severed limb. A trail of blood leads from its jagged stump into a dark corner of the basement. And then you hear the quiet patter of feet against the floor, and there's suddenly a weight on your shoulders. The princess tears into you. Her teeth and claws are unnaturally sharp,
ripping into your shoulders, digging into your throat. You fall.
We're back here, huh? Let me quickly look something. Here on the princess. I think this is one of those, but not sure about that.
Holy shit. What is she?
Fight back?
You roll the princess off your back and turn to face her, rising to your knees and readying your blade. Those eyes. She's going to kill us. Yes, things do look a little grim, don't they? The two of you are losing quite a lot of blood, but there's a reason she decided to strike from ambush. She isn't confident about a direct confrontation. Just because she's playing it safe doesn't mean we have the upper hand. Come on now, don't let your confidence waver. This is an important moment.
It is.
I'm going to kill you.
The princess leaps onto you as you raise your blade in defense. You find your target and time after time you strike, but the wounds she inflicted in her ambush hinder your movements, and with each fresh exchange you're a little slower, a little weaker. You seek solace in the fact that she is slowing too. Finally, she collapses, and you collapse beside her.
If you think this is it, you're sorely mistaken. One way or another, I'll make sure you pay for this.
Your grasp on the blade weakens. It slips from your numb fingers, lying uselessly on the floor. This can't be how it ends, right? I'm sorry, but it is. You aren't making it out of this basement, but at least you finished the job. Everything goes dark, and you die.
We're back to the retreat. So there are other choices than just
You're on a
backstabbing
path
her.
in the woods.
So, first of all, not right. But for the witch, we need to start fighting.
You're here to slay her.
Proceed to the cabin.
A warning. The interior of the cabin is a...
Take the blade.
Take the blade. Well, if we're grabbing a weapon, we should probably keep it hidden, but that's not...
Enter the basement.
The door to the basement, the weak start, the air, her voice.
Something nasty. Silence, I see. Don't think I've forgotten about you. I recognized the sound of your nervous little footsteps as soon as they came into my home. I know who you are, and I remember what you've done.
Good.
She must have you confused with someone else. She seems... Look, do you want... You need... Fine, fine. You're the boss.
Hello.
Thank you. You descend. You can just make out the shape of the print.
And there you are, one hand tucked away behind your back, gripping that sharp, sharp blade, no doubt.
That's no fair. How would she know that?
So, we've dropped the pretenses. Good.
She's acting like the two of you already know each other. Oh,
That's Kaya.
no. That's pretty
Yes,
sure
we have.
call it deduct. Well, you remember it. No, I don't. I'm just glad. Is it or but just focus? Let's chat. Don't talk to her.
Well, I seem to remember you having a...
I should start a fight, but I'm also tempted about this one. It's so difficult for me to stab this one. Don't worry, the blade isn't for you, or not for you, for killing you. Good jobs. somehow, right?
Oh, I don't need you to cut me out.
The princess grins as the chains. She could have gotten out of a woman after my. This is why she can't.
They should have got him out the whole time. What do you need these little cabin is unlocked?
The cabin lets prying little beasts like you come as you please, but it insists I stay where I am. That binding I shed is just a symbol of the crueler magic at work in this place. If I'm to leave, I'm to leave with you, and you alone.
I have an opportunity to stab her in the back, though. Why do I have an acting feeling I've been stabbed in the
Why
back?
would I do such a thing? But I wouldn't worry.
Oh, that she need. You won't even. I think. See.
Wait, you're not happy
Is
with
that
me?
a joke?
Ooh,
Sorry about the
smart.
last time.
Oh, you're if you're.
Okay, let's leave.
Yes, let's.
She creeps forward, taking one cautious. She never breaks eye contact, even as the two of you find yourselves face to face. She's silent for a long moment, as if.
After you, darling. You're the one it lets come and go.
Oh no, we can't have that. If anyone is, it shouldn't matter who leads and who. Well, if it doesn't matter, then she can go first. We're armed and she's. You're talking a lot about trouble.
Yeah, we're armed. I think I know what logistics, so... Safe just in case. What happens if I give her the blade?
You can't. Now, hold on. We should, as do I. You.
Never mind, don't do it.
Oh, have you decided to rescind your gesture? I wouldn't trust me with it either.
You first.
And turn my back on you? Do you think me a
Just go first. The princess
You don't
leans
have a
close, her nose twitching as she sniffs your neck inquisitorially. What is she doing? I think she's trying to figure out if we're lying. So it's a good thing we didn't lie.
Your stink is the stink of a wretch, but not of a liar. If I have to go...
Eyes on the back of her.
Hi.
No. The princess pointedly turns her back on.
Step on the stairs.
You follow close behind her. The two of you walk. It's time, boys! Stab her in the back! Do it! Do it now! Wait, I thought we were helping her escape. Of course we're not. You didn't buy all that noise I was putting down, did you? I was just waiting for a moment for us to strike. She has it in for us, you know.
The opportunity is right. I'm not going to praise you, but I am going to.
Oh, you're no fun. But at least you get how important it is that we leave this basement at the top of the pecking order.
I'm sorry.
You plunge the blade deep into the
Scorpion.
princess's back, driving her to her knees amid the roots.
It was in your nature. We need to find a way to the nightmares again.
Would you look at that? No need to thank me. But, you know, please do thank me.
Of course you'd betray me the moment I turned my back on you.
It's been obvious this
You're
is
leaving here alive, wretch.
She shoves you in return, sharp teeth clamping around your ankle as the two of you tumble down the uneven stairs. You separate with a bone-shaking thud as you hit the basement floor. You feel something pop. The princess lands against the far wall, gasping as she struggles to recover from the imp. You're still in shock, trying to get a hold of yourself. She grins as you continue to remain exactly where... Wait, why won't we be... I'm afraid your back is broken.
Yeah, well, back
You know
is
what?
broken.
I'll say it. That sucks.
Did you really think you could stab me in the back without suffering the consequences? Fool, fool, fool! You're such a ridiculous fool!
I deserve this. Damn, I thought I had you there.
The princess lets out a mocking laugh.
I could see your scheme twitching in every muscle. I understand you too well for there to be secrets between us. We're the same creatures at our core. Spite runs through our very marrow. By our very natures, only one of us can make it up those stairs unscathed. Better me than you.
At least we can all agree that it was a good idea to make her go first.
That's true, opportunist.
How? Well, she was going to betray us, wasn't she? And we struck first. Our back is broken, but we gave it our all. No regrets. Besides, she's got to have it as bad as us, right? The princess's body twitches as she tries to get up. Oh, so she does have it as bad as us.
Something inside me is broken. Isn't that a cruel twist of the knife? Isn't...
She eyes you with intensity, silence falling between you for a long moment.
Seems I'm not the only one, though.
Wait,
Yep.
are we both? Certainly seems that way.
We're going to die together. Isn't that a lovely treat? I wonder how long it'll take.
Is that really what's going to happen?
Nope, the long
Hello?
dad's here.
I think he's gone.
Something strange. I wasn't feeling
Long
much of
way.
anything.
Goodbye.
She's gone. Is
Oh, we got another achievement
It's not-
done.
Flickering lights and empty.
Yes, I know how it works. Get me out of
We
here.
will meet again.
Your Honor?
I'm back here again.
You make your way.
Now, what shall
interior
we
of the
do
blade.
next? I'm sorry I don't have a torso. I suppose I could take the blade. No, wait. Exactly, that's the route.
You take the blade from the
We go downstairs.
Oh,
Checking on you.
it's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten
no,
about me.
no.
Then drop the knife.
We should. Don't you dare. It's fine. You ignore the trembling in your hand.
You poor thing.
You step forward.
I'm probably chained up in the... So,
She's unarmed.
then I'm not talking to you. I guess we are.
For the or drop.
Yeah.
For goodness sake. The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and
Thank you. Maybe now we can just...
against your... We'll be fine. Don't know what you're hoping...
So here we are. What an awkward start to
And I
a
just-
relationship.
I think
Oh.
we've talked enough.
You know.
I'm going to keep you locked away down here. At least for a bit. Yeah, get to know each other better while I decide what to do.
That seems like a pretty good compromise. Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. You can make it easier for both of us if you help. And if you don't, I can promise that you'll come to regret that decision.
Fair enough.
You have to make a choice.
I made my choice. I'm locking her in the basement.
I know you think this is a fair compromise, but it isn't. No one wins here. It's a chance we'll have to take. We can make this work. If we just stay here and keep watch, no one has to die.
You're making a mistake.
Nope, I'm picking a right route.
You turn your back to the princess and make your way to the stair.
It won't be long before I slip these chains.
Slip these chains.
Yeah,
She
this
can't,
hurt this.
Either way, she dropped her mask, didn't she?
Oh, that's a relief. I was afraid I'd already committed to not slaying her. Nope, we're sticking to the plan and
It'll be
locking
the
her down.
death of all of us, but fine. Have it your way. You close the basement door, locking it behind you, and quick. Okay, you settle in. It isn't long before you start to.
I know you're still there. It's not like this little door I'll hold.
She sounds terror as she violently.
When I get out of here, you don't know.
It doesn't. No. Just
No, I'm
ignore
gonna
her.
sleep.
Maybe the banging and wailing will stop. You put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can and huddle up. You jolt awake. Where is she?
Thanks for
See,
helping
right
me get
there.
out of that awful basement.
You try and stumble to your It isn't all at once. Whose side are you on? Yours, of course.
So, how
She steps
Same
closer.
as usual.
I can't take my time with you. What a shame.
Your lungs.
I'd say better luck next time.
It can't be. I'm sorry. Everything goes dark.
The nightmare.
You're on a path.
Can I?
You have already committed to my completion.
Bastard.
A warm. The interior of the cabin is plain. The blade is your implement.
You don't need the
Hold
blade.
on. It's just an empty frame. She's already got now, hasn't she? I'm going to need all.
Enter the
Should have taken
basement.
the knife again. I don't think she's going to take an olive branch. You cross over the threshold and onto a series of more eyes too. You never. The air seeping up from below.
Continue down in
You
silence.
make your way to the bottom of the stairs. As you emerge, she could be. Are you? No, I'm. Excuse. I can't. Please.
Go back the way you came.
You turn back to the stairs. A faintly outlined path lies before you.
There you are. I told
As the princess approaches, your arms quickly. This is it.
no little
I'm going to
knife
die.
this time. It's almost like you want me to get you.
There has to be a way. What did you do?
I wonder how many times I'll get to.
Your lungs pull in a desperate gulp of air. What are you doing? I'm working. And then experience stops once more as your body. Okay, whatever you were doing. You sure about that? You have seconds left. Yes, I'm sure. Heart. Again, your eyes shoot.
Can't decide what you want to do, can you? Oh well, standing there gasping like a fish.
She isn't attacking us. The why doesn't matter. She's already. And how are we supposed to do that? We don't have a weapon. That isn't my fault. It doesn't matter whose fault it is. You should get
I
looking.
have an idea.
Nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
If you want to work together, can you at least turn off this whole work and shutting down situation?
I am what I am. It's not my fault that you can't handle being around.
Nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs,
Okay, let's get out of here. Leave together.
nerves. What? No!
Oh, you come around. Oh, this is going to be so wonderful.
No, I'm not going to let this happen. Before you can utter another word, your body stops moving, and, do you think you can just wrest control away from us? This body's barely functioning as it is. Doesn't the world end if we fail to stop her? Won't letting us die here just make it end faster? Shit. Lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs. With a flick of the princess's wrist, The stairs slide back into place. I can't believe you're making me watch you damn everyone to torment and oblivion.
I just won't be fun.
You don't want to be stuck down here.
The princess glides onto the stairs and beckons you to follow. If only you had a weapon, this would be the perfect opportunity to use it. But we don't. We've already made our choice. We can still grab it on the way out. You're not wrong, but maybe you should let me handle the suggestions for the time being. Just focus on keeping us alive. Right. Heart, lungs, liver.
Up we go.
Step onto the basement stairs, following the princess as she ascends. Pins and needles punctuate your every step, an uncomfortable and constant reminder of your mortality. Is this really worth it?
Yes.
At least it's a choice. That doesn't justify anything. A terrible choice is still terrible.
Make sure you keep up. We wouldn't want you to fall.
As if acting on instinct, you crane your neck and look behind you. There is nothing there. The princess
Interesting.
reaches the top of the stairs and taps on the door. Her head twists back in your direction, watching you with dead eyes as the way out creaks open. Don't forget that your pristine blade is still on the other side. You can still make this right. You can still save everyone. You can still save yourself from becoming her tormented pet.
Nope.
There's no harm in us having a weapon. All it does is give us more options, and we are dangerously low on those right now. Have you considered that maybe you could operate the auto?
But operate the autonomic nervous system for it. Helen's trying to manipulate us, and I can only do so many things at once to keep us alive.
Heart? Liver? Your body seizes violently as you regain consciousness. No! You're doing it all wrong. I guess I have to do everything around here, don't I? Heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
There we go. Back with me where you belong. I thought you
So,
might have decided
calm
to
down.
break yourself just to spite me. It's better for you that you didn't. Now we can get back to business. For starters, we won't need this where we're going.
The princess plucks the blade from the floor and tosses it through the door behind you. It vanishes into the inky black of the basement, never to be seen again.
Well, shit.
Guess we're not stabbing her in the back. I guess not. I'm going to fix myself a stiff drink. If I'm about to watch you hand the world to her on a silver platter, I'd rather not be sober.
And now you open the door.
There's nothing else for us to do.
Yep. Step into the world.
The doorknob twists
Let your
in your
terrors
hand,
loose upon the world.
revealing the forested path beyond the cabin. You bastard. You've actually done it. You've actually doomed everyone.
It's so beautiful. I can't wait to ruin it.
The long dark is here.
But it's
Sorry,
so
the
cold,
quiet dark,
too.
whatever it was.
It's itching against my skin. Why is it so cold?
And she's gone. We're back here again.
She's gone. And is that a... It's calling us. And not in a good way.
Gaze into the reflection. Proceed to the cabin. There she is. So, actually, I'm gonna go back first.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Bring the nightmare to her. Ah,
You're on a path. You're here.
so. We still need those. The rape was done. and a moment of clarity which is freaky. And where is the nightmare? Get sucked into a bottomless pit. Okay, so we still had a little bit to do with that. Now what? Yeah. Okay. Ikea.
You make your... The interior...
I'll take the blade.
You take... The door...
Hi.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
What? No, wait. Why would we? I haven't decided
How
yet.
about you drop the knife?
Look how... Don't you dare. It's fine.
Drop it?
The blade
Thank you.
will be fine. Don't know what you're hoping...
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Does people are going to say you're ending the
Don't
world?
just tell her that.
I don't remember much about.
Just how long has she been?
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
And if I'm being honest, I'm more inclined to trust you than I'm inclined to
Sooner
trust
or
them.
later, you'll understand that I...
How sweet. Now be a pal and help me get out of here, would you? We could figure out how to deal with them after I'm free.
I have a few
Fine.
more questions.
What do you want to know?
How would I get you out of here?
can't.
I'm guessing you don't have the key. Well, we can...
Her shot. She isn't. She is.
How long have you been
Too
down here?
long.
Note the...
What's your
She
name?
hesitates.
You can address me as...
Again.
Don't jump to
relationship.
any...
They talked
Oh.
enough?
Have
You know.
I'm getting you out of here.
Oh, you have to be. You walk up to the... They're large and heavy.
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go looking for...
Doubtful. Whoever locked...
And if
That
there's
would
no...
be fine. I can lose an arm.
She speaks with almost... We were stuck down here for
She
long
can
enough.
lose an
You'll
arm.
take someone... You're
Get
shut.
me
You're
out of
here.
here?
You try the other... Easier for who? Easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam.
Yeah?
The knife.
You won't lie.
Save the princess.
Against your... You cut into her. The blade is sharp, and you make quick work of it.
And the
If
same
not,
as last
we
time.
won't have it. As the princess of... Wait, watch. Stop
What?
that. The blade.
We died. But now...
Oh,
Hello, Belle.
Before you
Welcome
go in.
back to the matter.
The interior of the cabin is less a cozy woodland retreat and more like a dungeon.
Yeah. Take the
You
blade.
take the blade from the table. The door to the basement creaks.
I'm not sure I need to do much of anything. Do you see how locked up she is? I'm just going to leave her here.
As if by divine will, just as you finish the thought, you hear a door slam. I'm afraid you won't be leaving until the task is finished. It doesn't matter how many chains she's in, without your intervention, she'll find a way out eventually.
Bitch.
That's not fair. Unless you deal with her right here, right now, she will remain an existential threat to the entire world. What seems unfair to you is fair for everyone else. Huh. So it's not even safe to think. I see how it is.
How surprising. They locked you down here too.
Indeed they did. Let me take check on the route. Where's the prisoner? There it is. Enter a violent confrontation. Right, sorry about this.
Without a moment of hesitation, you charge the princess, your blade primed to deliver a lethal strike.
I am not a damsel to be helplessly murdered.
As you move to strike the princess, she stands, her chains clinking as she wraps them around her fists.
Interesting.
In an instant, they're around your neck, both of you dropping to the ground as she pulls them taut, bracing her body against yours as you struggle uselessly.
Drop it, or you die.
I thought this was going to be a safe move, but she's going to kill us. Just listen to her, do what she says. How many times did I warn you she's not to be trusted? But while strangulation can be very distracting, she's not armed, and you have your pristine blade. End her before she ends you.
I'll take a peek. Alright, so there is a route in that. Noted.
Steel your will and refuse to give in to the princess's demands, ignoring the stars dancing in your eyes and the screaming of your starved lungs. You strike. You fumble your first few attempts, only making surface-level scratches and gouges as your arm flails forward, barely able to obey you. But a single focused blow was all it took. Your blade pierces up through her ribs, slicing through flesh, striking her heart.
Okay. I think that's enough. I'm not gonna read further on that. But to know how we can get to the cage that we haven't unlocked yet, thank you for that.
The chains loosen. The darkness creeping in at the edges of your vision subsides.
None of this was ever very fair, was it? But I did kill you last time. I should have expected you might want some petty revenge.
You're correct, Amet.
Unfortunately for you, that means you've dug your own grave. You can forget about me ever helping you again, even if it damns us both.
And just like that, the princess is slain and the world is saved. Whenever you're ready, you can proceed to your reward.
I don't like this. It was too easy.
It was not too easy. We almost died. That's right. This was an incredibly difficult task, and you performed it admirably. Let's just get out of here. I don't like looking at her body. Plus, he said there'd be a reward.
You have the attention span of a fly. How are we supposed to unravel the mysteries of this place if you're so easily distracted by empty promises?
It's better to have a short attention span in a situation like this. There's no use dwelling on the past, especially when it's already set in stone, and especially when your promised reward is not, in fact, empty, and is worth all the adversity you've been through to get here.
Also, I lost my ability to skip.
Fine. But if we're leaving, then we're taking the blade. I feel exposed without it.
With your work done, you remove the blade from the princess's corpse and make your way back upstairs, closing the door to the basement behind you. You can think of it as sealing yourself off from an unpleasant chapter of your life. It's all uphill from here.
The windows. Do you see that? We used to be able to see the outside world from up here, but now it's just...
The long
empty.
quiet.
The door. Check the door.
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest
liar.
stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of some place far away.
You don't have to act surprised. We could see this vast emptiness through the windows.
But if everything's gone, does that mean we're not gonna get our reward?
Aw,
This is your reward. An eternity of bliss, if you'll have it. And I suggest that you have it. Okay. This is what's best for everyone. Trust me.
Like hell it is.
Danny. I don't know, I'm pretty
So
okay.
glad you're keeping an open mind. Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days or...
Decades? No, it can't be decades. We can't go along with this. We can't let him win.
Then Skeptic, do something. What do you
Still
suggest?
have a blade. Let's use it on...
Suggesting you kill yourself. You shouldn't kill yourself when you have an eternity of bliss.
I don't want to die again. I didn't like dying last time. Don't I accept my reward?
That's great. More happy time.
He's just saying things.
The voice's protestations fall on deaf ears. Eventually you pass into a blissful state of pure existence.
I
No,
did it.
you stop that. Stop all this nonsense.
You really don't want to be happy, do you?
And a voice ruined your happy ending.
You know what you have to do.
Is there really no other way? So I don't want to use the blade on myself.
If it makes it easier for you, I can do it. Let me have it.
There you
Alright,
go.
I'll make this quick.
You goddamn spiteful bastard. Are you really going to turn down immortality itself just to make me lose?
Yes.
Why should it matter if we die at this point? Haven't you already gotten what you want?
I don't have to answer that.
That's all we needed to hear.
You're right, Skeptic here.
Yeah, fine. The little voice raises the pristine blade to your throat and cuts it open. You rapidly bleed out and then you die. You're a genocidal maniac, you know that, right?
Funny.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
He's being so conflicting, that narrator. The great.
You're on a path in the woods. See, that wasn't so bad. And now we've got another chance to get to the bottom of things. Bit by bit, we're starting to unravel this place.
Wait. Ah. This is different.
There are so many more threads to pull.
Ah,
once
the
you
cold is
start
back.
Feeling. That's a little dark, buddy.
You feeling okay?
I'm feeling nothing. And I like that just fine. So you've been here before. Of course you've been here. It's our third. Your open discussion. You came around on that awful fast. Have you just been pretending to forget every time? I'm afraid not. Whatever other versions of me you've met in those other lifetimes were just that. Other versions of me. I just wish I'd been the first, so you knew how all this worked. Why didn't you ever tell us? We could have used it to our advantage.
Exactly.
That's because there is no using it to your advantage. The more information you have, the harder it will be for you to succeed. It's not like it was that difficult to slay her last time. She may have put up a fight, but her flesh is still
Hi,
softer
Hikaru.
than our blade.
Welcome.
And now she's dead, and I doubt she'll be able to do much of anything from the grave. You already slew her, and you survived? Yes. Then why, pray tell, are you here? Oh, I know that one. We killed ourselves. Why? Because you thought trying to stuff us away in a corner for eternity was a suitable reward. Was it not? What better reward is there than eternal bliss? You should have been happy. We were bored. There were still answers that we needed to find. It was actually working. And you killed yourself. I can't believe it. You ruined everything. How does us dying ruin everything? What aren't you telling us?
Yeah, that is the most conflicting thing. She said that slaying the princess will save the world. They slayed the princess. The world should be saved. Our dying should have nothing with it.
The world doesn't stay saved if you die. And if the world isn't saved, then that means she isn't dead.
It's raining. It wasn't raining last time. Or the time before that. The whole path is different.
Yes, things are different, aren't they? If this isn't the same path in the woods you're used to, that means that her influence is already spreading and you're running out of time. Her influence? What's that supposed to mean? It means exactly what I said. Don't overthink it, or you run the risk of making your task so much more difficult than it has to be. And what is that supposed to mean? Forget I said anything. I've probably already made things worse, and I need to stop talking about this now before I definitely make things worse. Oh, come on, tell us your secrets. Haven't we been through enough? Don't we deserve to know?
It's interesting that both extreme routes give us the same path
No.
in the end.
Is there a reason it would be raining? If there is, it doesn't matter. If a bit of rain is the best her influence can conjure, then we have nothing to worry about. A drenched corpse is still a corpse.
What happens if we don't go to the
She'll
path?
find a way out eventually and the world will still end. The only way this resolves is if you find her and slay her before that happens. We already know he wants us to slay her. Anything he says is tainted by his motivations. Turn around and leave, go to the cabin. I'm fine with either. So long as we don't just do the same thing again.
I'm
You
done,
have already committed to my complete.
of course.
I'm sure you've already heard my words of warning in one of your past lives. What
Yep.
we do is entirely up to us. And we have all those mysteries to unravel. Isn't that right? You aren't here to solve a mystery. You're here to save the world.
Now we're here to die.
That's what you say. But how can we be sure? We can't be sure of anything except what's right in front of us. Okay, but we should care about the fate of the world. Why? Because we should. I don't know. It's important. Is it? Yes. I think. For all we know, the world you're talking about isn't even real. Of course it's real. Where do you think you are? Somewhere else?
The world isn't real. The narrator is lying.
Maybe we are. This is horribly unproductive. As soon as you enter the
don't
cabin,
have
you're
to
struck
blade.
by an overwhelming scent of decay, of mold and death and stagnant water. The once stately wooden building is bloated, its beams dripping with a black ooze of putrefaction, all but the exterior stone walls warped beyond recognition. It must have been beautiful once, but in its ruin, it is beyond repulsive. But you're not alone. You can feel something watching you.
I can
There is a
see
figure,
her.
faintly outlined against the rotting wood of the wall. Is that? It's like she isn't even there. See? We killed her. You're right. Maybe she doesn't reset like us. She certainly doesn't look the same as she did last time.
True.
Before you can make a move, the door of the mirror. Maybe it's gone because we've all... But we had it with us when we died. And besides, everything else has reset. Why wouldn't the blade have reset too? Maybe it's because we've already explored that avenue. We've seen what happens when we slay her. Maybe this place has decided we don't need to try that again.
Interesting idea.
I suppose it doesn't matter why the blade is gone, but you're going to have to find it if you're going to do this right. So why don't you march over to that door and make your way down to the basement? You make your way to the door at the... It's so...
it off?
We can see it now. So much for our... No way left to...
Down we go.
The door to the basement groans open. The air is foul and wet, so thick that you can almost feel it settle onto your skin in layers of grime. The stairs are coated with slimy algae, the wood rotted through in places, reeking of fetid vegetation. A wispy figure watches you from the bottom of the stairs, face veiled in shadows, legs submerged up to her shins in dark waters. There she is again. Barely. She's just an old memory. Your eyes lock for a brief moment.
I don't know what then. There wasn't anything upstairs when we
Just
got
tell
here.
her you're unarmed. Not that it matters, you receive no response. Do you think she doesn't seem full? You aren't. Are you scared of a little?
Let's proceed down.
As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view. A bloated body floating face down in slowly rising waters. Her wrist still bound to the wall by a heavy chain. This
Is there a
cell
plate
is
on
a
it?
dark and isolated. See? She's not just dead. It looks like she's been rotting. So killing her does stick. Mostly. But if she's dead, then what are we supposed to do?
I like the way the skeptic thinks. He's asking all the right questions.
She isn't dead. You clearly just believe she is. Her corpse is floating right in front of us. You can stop it with the mind games. If she...
Let's... Do we have to do anything? How can she get trapped in a world like this?
Thoughts are cut short by the sound of a slamming door and a clicking lock. You turn to see the shade of the princess
Hello?
staring down at you from the top of the stairs. So that's where the blade is. It's already in her heart. And yet she isn't dead. She is dead. Oh, for the love of... Can we not? Yeah, dead or not? Yeah, this is tricky. But let's talk to her. See what kind of information she has that we don't. But she
Ma'am?
hasn't said anything.
Bold of you to come back here after what you did.
Huh. That's the blade.
The princess eyes you with a disaffected gaze as you rush up the stairs. But you don't make it past the first few steps.
Oh?
The door bursts open, a powerful wave of water crashing down towards you, and you're swept up in the flood. Your head slams into the basement wall. You come to a moment later, suspended in darkness, disorientated, only aware of the surface of the water and the emptiness above. And of course, the princess, hovering above you, watching in silence as you struggle to stay afloat in the icy depths. There's no way out. It's so dark and cold. I think our limbs are slowing down. How much longer can we do this?
Not so long.
Just keep breathing. We'll figure this out. Or we won't. It doesn't matter either way. But you don't have time to figure anything out. Something cold and clammy wraps around your ankle. You're dragged under, only able to take one last hopeful gulp of air before your head is plunged into the freezing depths. As you sink below the surface, you see it. Or rather, you see her. The body you found floating when you first arrived, its hand is locked around your ankle, the heavy chains pulling you both down into the unfeeling, suffocating nothingness.
I do not like this look.
We shouldn't have killed her. Just get it away from us, please. The past is the past. There's no changing it. There's nothing to fix. And there's not a lot we can do about the present either. Not unless we think like we should have been doing all along. But there is no thinking as you drown. You desperately try to pull yourself back to the surface again, and again, and again. Your icy limbs flailing desperately against the grip of her rotting corpse. And all the while her ghastly figure stares down at you, expressionless, as unfeeling as the weight around your ankle.
Your lungs filled with
Down
water,
in the lands
same
of the
way
faded
as
spirit.
blood. In the end, we're not so different.
The long flight comes to save us.
She's gone, and there's... This, you're right. Ignore them.
Proceed to the cabin.
There's a world beyond.
Now let's see if I
The next
can
time
pick
I see
that.
you, each of us will
Half
find
any
out what we
morsels?
are.
Ding the drowned crater. Choices. But, as souls give a path, we're going to that path.
You make your way. The interior of the cabin is...
We need to take the
You
blade. Enter the basement.
The door to... Good.
Continue down
You're
the
still
stairs.
listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the
We're
princess.
just here to
Then
talk.
why did you bring a knife with
She makes... Don't you dare. It's fine.
Stop it.
The blade tumbles out. We'll be fine. Don't know what you're...
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
We talked enough. I'm getting you out of
You
here.
have to...
Going to check out the stairs.
I'll be here.
Go back.
You make your way back.
Now. Save the princess.
Against your better judgment, you play... No, we won't have...
Why
Stop
her?
that.
Oh, I can't resist this time. Sarasos, your plan failed.
Thank you. You swing your arm towards her throat, the blade singing through the air. But she's ready for it. She grabs your arm, her grip like a stone vice. You drop the blade, pathetically. She lets go, and faster than you can react, rears back and hits you with a bone-shattering haymaker. There's a ringing in your ears. You're fairly certain you can feel bone grinding against bone where she fractured your jaw, but your body isn't allowing you to feel much right now. Adrenaline coursing through your system and numbing your nerves. You fall to your
What's
knees.
going to happen?
You're barely able to bring your trembling arms up to defend yourself before she hits you again. Every blow is as punishing as the first. You feel bones shatter with every impact, unknown ruptures blossoming with blood somewhere inside of you.
You poor thing. I'll go ahead and put you out of your misery.
She places a confident heel on your chest and pushes you down to the ground. Her knee falls to your throat, your windpipe crushed beneath a weight you didn't think her slight form could possibly possess. It can't just end like this, right? I'm sorry, but it's over. Everything goes dark. And you...
Oh, we ended up to the tower.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that, you're here to...
Well, if we're here,
A warning.
might as well.
She will... We might... Can we... I'm not being... You're being in... Just... I agree. Rescue her. So... If that's what you want. The interior of the cabin... The blade... What do we feel? We don't feel...
Take the blade.
You take the blade...
I'm here to kill a god.
The door to the... Huh. It's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is... Her booming voice will...
Is that a guest I hear? Don't linger on the stairs. Come down and witness me.
You weren't kidding when you need to get... Should we? It doesn't matter what that little Making your way down the spiral staircase is the princess towers
Hello?
over you. Almost the chain is nothing to her. It might as well be a toy for all the good it would do.
The little bird has returned to me. You brought that knife again. even though you know it's you. Drop it.
I didn't admit.
As if on command, the blade slips from your grasp. It clatters uselessly to the floor. But we didn't drop it. We decided to grip it tighter, remember? Are you really just going to let that happen to us? I have a duty to report facts as facts, and the fact is that you dropped the blade.
Yet, Lady also had a chance.
Of course we dropped it. She's so much more than us. You wouldn't understand what it feels like to be in her presence. Oh, I understand what's going on.
Kneel.
No.
Oh, are you still trying to define? Kneel.
Your legs buckle, and your...
That's my good little bird. The last time we met, what draws you back here? Speak.
The last time nobody should... And you should...
I'm here to slay you. No.
Perhaps you need another lesson in submitting to your betters. Pick up that needle.
Do it. It's what she wants.
No objections here.
I don't know what she's planning, and I don't like that we don't know what she's planning, but we might as well pick up the blade. As your eye falls on the blade, you feel a weight. Some divine hand that sits unperceived by your senses, but that manages to push you towards its desires like... You reach
Get the
forward
blade.
and grasp the blade.
Stand.
This one's easy. See?
Okay, yeah.
You can feel a
And?
creaking tension between body and the princess eyes you with soft contemplation. The moment
To defy me is to claim we stand on level ground. Take that knife and...
What? You don't have to listen to her. You're armed. Just steal.
End this.
We'll end this all.
Your hand lifts the blade and brings it towards your throat. Okay, I apologize for the unclear language.
We still have the chance. Slay the princess.
Your body is sluggish and unresponsive, actively fighting against you, but you do your best to stagger forward. One step at a time, you move towards the princess.
Also, don't worry, Schultz. It's not the accuracy of the guide. It's because I already went down that route. You cannot do the same thing twice.
Slitting your throat would have been a mercy. But it seems you're in need of a harsher lesson. Plunge that knife into your lungs.
I'm sorry.
Don't.
As you take another step forward, the blade digs into your ribs, slicing through flesh with ease. It somehow feels like an entirely natural thing to do, while the simple act of walking has become an arduous impossibility.
We still have a chance here.
Then it slides back out, the wound burning as a small hiss of air escapes through the fresh orifice. Blood fills your lungs.
Now, do it again. Keep doing it until I give you permission to stop.
Boxer would be very excited
Those are
about
just
this.
words. You don't have to listen to her. It's what
Slay
she wants. You,
the princess.
heroic one, what are you doing? Don't just let this happen. Stop him from killing you. I'm on it. Your other hand locks around your wrist, struggling to keep it from perforating vital organs. But the blade still flails towards you, managing to slice bits of skin that plop to the floor to join the growing pile of blood and gore beneath you. Despite the pain, you manage to keep yourself in one piece, at least for now.
What a pitiful display. A wounded little bird, thinking it can defy a god. It doesn't have to be like this. It doesn't have to hurt so much. You can choose a gentle end. You can choose to leave that punctured vessel for the next.
Slay the princess.
Or you can pathetically struggle against yourself until the floor of this temple is painted with the bloody impressions of your futility.
You continue to approach the princess, even as the repeated gouges of your blade expose bone and muscle to the open air of the basement.
You know, this would be a lot easier if you gave us a hand.
My influence only goes so far, and I can only juggle so many things at once. The
best I can do right now is to continue to drive you forward. Believe me, this whole ordeal would be so much easier if I didn't have to contend with free will.
You're
Indeed.
the one making things difficult. You're the one making us hurt. She doesn't want to hurt us. She's just doing what she has
Falcon,
to.
shut up.
Stop.
As you finish crossing the room, you fall to your knees at the princess's feet, your chest heaving as your blood pools in the crevices of the stone floor, the coppery taste coating your throat. The princess kneels down, lifting your chin with her finger as her face lowers to yours.
Fox would be very excited about this. Meanwhile, I only have one
Your
plan.
devotion is misplaced. You've surrendered to delusion. But something about your defiant spirit speaks to me. You are different than you were before. Perhaps, if you've learned your lesson, I can spare you from the release of death. There's a place at my side for you, if you'll have it. Not as an equal, but as something worthy to be kept. A priest, perhaps, or a pet.
Well, that's the meaning, isn't it? Yes, how thoughtful of her. It's a mercy. Take it. I think he's given up whatever say he had at the start of all this. At least one of you is sane. She's within striking distance, and she's only negotiating now because she knows you have what it takes to put an end to her. Seize the moment before it's too late.
I said no, resist. Slay the princess.
Yes, though your body trembles, struggling to defend itself in the face of the princess's overwhelming will, you finally manage to break through, darting to her side before she can react. The wind of your freedom rushes through you, and you channel it into a decisive blow, stabbing into the soft flesh of her ankle and severing the tendons in an act of unyielding defiance. She falls to the floor, crashing unceremoniously to her knees. But you don't give her any time to recover. Your heart pounding with determination, you plunge your blade into her chest.
I have slain a god.
As you find your target again and again, she laughs, crude emotion breaking through her once stony composure as your blade cuts her flesh. We can do this, can't we?
We can.
You always could. The decision to give you this task was not made lightly. You're here for a reason.
It's not too late to pick up the pieces. It's not too late to toss that blade aside and
Falcon?
beg for forgiveness.
I will silence you next.
Shut up.
I can't believe you would actually strike me. You
heathen! You worm! You defiler! You don't know the consequences of your arrogance!
Before you can strike the final blow, the princess lashes out, knocking you off your feet. There's an unsettling wet pop as your spine breaks, numbness and pain spreading
I
through
guess
your
I was
body.
too eager.
As you rebound towards the ceiling in a moment of disorientated lightness, she drives her fist into your chest. Your body is crushed as she pulverizes you into the floor, the ground itself breaking from the impact. You lie there, broken, beyond pain, unable to even see what she's done to you. But the princess is succumbing to her own wounds as well. She looks down upon her body in abject horror and disgust.
We did it.
You made me use my hands. I can feel myself twisting into something new, something dull, something defiled. What have you done to me?
You're monsters and conspirators. I can't bear to watch this.
The princess has been nothing but cruel to you. You should feel liberated by her fall.
Exactly.
I don't feel liberated. I feel empty.
Aside from the pain, I feel fine. She
Slay
collapses to the
your
floor.
better.
Her glassy eyes watch, unblinking, yet somehow still full of anguish and fear, as the two of you perish together. I suppose we were never gonna get a happy ending here, were we? Don't let those be your final thoughts. You saved the world. That's worth something, I guess.
Yeah?
Regardless of how you feel about it, it's finally over.
The theory. This is new.
You're on a path in the woods. And at the end of the path... Okay, what the hell is that? I think he's upset. And what's he got to be upset about? We just killed a god.
Yes!
Exactly. You heathens destroyed the most beautiful thing that ever was and ever will be.
Can't say I have much sympathy for you. She was bad for us and you almost got us killed. You're being too generous. He did get us killed. Alright, enough chatter. I've got a thing I'm supposed to do, and if you don't mind, I'd like to do it without any more
Shadows?
interruptions.
I need to know what's going on here.
Okay, great, you're listening. You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a... If your thing is telling us about the princess, don't waste your breath. We know all about her, and it's hardly a path in the woods at this point, is it? Look, if the world around you is changing, especially all the way out here, then that means you're nearing the point of no return. Whatever happens next, that's it. There won't be any more do-overs. So you'd better take things seriously.
I see. So when this card changes, it means that we're at the point of no return. If we hit the point of no return, you mentioned, then what happens?
Have you even been listening? It's the end is what happens. Yeah, but is there something after the end? How am I supposed to know? The end means finality. It's not like I can just peek on over to the other side and tell you what it's like there. If there even is a there, it doesn't matter because we're going to win. Now that's exactly the sort of mindset I like to see. Don't let yourself be consumed with self-doubt. Don't flirt with oblivion. Just focus on the present and everything will be absolutely fine.
Alright, have you looked around? No matter what happens next, it seems our answers are at the cap. We might as well see this through.
Good, we're all on the same page. It isn't long before you find yourself at the end of the path, staring up at the cabin on the hill. You'll find the princess within, as I'm sure you already know. End her.
Hi, Hime. Welcome to stream. I think we are in a lot of trouble.
That's it? No final words of advice? I'd rather not waste any more time. I'm sure that any advice I'd give at this point is something you've already heard.
I'm doing great. Trying to gather as many endings and CGs in this game as I can. And how are you doing today?
If there's still a princess at the cabin, maybe we can salvage things. Maybe if we just grovel and apologize, things can go back to how they
Shut
were.
up.
Oh, cut it out, will you? We need to be tough right now. You're making it so much harder than it has to be, so stop. Whine.
Proceed into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is a place that feels long forgotten. There was once an elegance to its construction, carved marble columns holding a high arched roof, vaulted windows letting in the weak starlight.
Ah, I see. At least you're free from work. Now, and the weekend is ahead of us.
But that is how it was. Now there is a growth that has overtaken it. A viscous fluid seeps from cracks in the stone walls, and it congeals into chaotic streaks of writhing nerves and wet clumps of living meat.
What in the name of Dead Space is this?
That's horrible.
You did this. The only furniture of note is a pulsating pedestal, a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
And mine as well.
You take the blade from the pedestal. Good. Nothing feels better than gripping cold steel. You step forward and approach the door to the basement, hesitating before you open it. Almost as if you don't see it. All we see is a damn mirror. Spit. Grime. What cleaned the door? The mirror. What are you talking about? You're standing in front of it.
Yes, we know about the mirror.
Smash it to pieces. It's the only thing keeping...
Don't you want to know what we'll see in there? We won't be able... Nah, I'm with you on this one. Smash it. Let's get violent already. Do whatever you want with it. The mirror isn't real.
Wait,
so how you
wait,
handle it
can I finally
doesn't matter.
smash the mirror?
Aside from wasting dangerous...
Yes!
You bring your
Smash
fist
it!
crashing down against the door leading to the basement. As if on command, it slowly slides open, scraping against the stone floor, its ancient hinges moaning as it reveals the dim path ahead. Why am I not surprised? You step forward into the darkness. The stairs leading down to the basement are at once both narrow and grandiose. A high-vaulted ceiling stretches up into a gloom beyond your sight, while walls wet with tumorous growths press in uncomfortably at your sides. You feel both unprotected and trapped, at once exposed and claustrophobic.
I'm afraid what we'll see in
The
here.
air is thick, its odor an oppressive violence. The metallic scent of fresh blood twisting with the nauseating embers of charred remains. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice, a bellowing rage, roars up the stairs.
Was severing the tendons of my ascension not enough for you? Was it not enough to rend my divine heart? Come
No.
see the horrors you've wrought upon my flesh, and feel my hands set upon your throat.
Gladly.
See how you've soured my once divine melody.
She's so angry with us. Why? Why did you desecrate
Falcon,
her? Why?
shut
Got
up.
to stop thinking about her like that. It isn't doing anyone any good. She's not some untouchable god. She's an abomination. And we're going to put an end to her once and for all.
Agreed.
Is now is our fault. If she's an abomination, then what does that make us?
The executioner.
It doesn't matter what we are. She needs slaying. And we've got the means to do it, so let's get a move on. If I might interject, you didn't make her into an abomination. She's always been what she is. It's why you're here, and it's why your task is so important. You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. The chamber's walls are painted in blood.
Hello?
A deep, sickening red that drips down in clotted streams onto the charred corpses that make up its floor. This place reeks of torment, of ripped skin and burning bone. The princess stands in its center, muscles flayed and bare and weeping, draped in a tattered dress of her own skin. Her heart beats from its place in her open chest.
Come closer, I'll shut it down.
You know what I'm going to do to you.
There's not so much a moment of hesitation before she steps forward. Her chains pull taut, holding fast as she strains against them. The cuff around her wrist digs deeper into her skin. Blood drips from the place where metal meets flesh. And then, with a nauseating sound, the skin tears. It plops to the ground, and she pulls her red, glistening arm free from her bindings. She is loose, and she is coming for you.
Time to kill a demon.
Ending. It's the punishment you all deserve for what you did to her. It's the punishment I deserve for letting it happen.
Screw that. We can win. We've done it before and we'll do it again, only this time we'll make it out the other side. Hell, she's practically done most of the work for us.
We just need to get close enough. I'm going to end you.
You'll try. And that's what I've been so excited for. Let's hurt each other.
Your heart free of fear, you charge towards the princess, your eyes locked on each other, both of you prepared to lay down your very essence in one blow. It's now or never. Let's make it a beautiful blaze of glory. With a horrifying squelch, you are unwound.
What?
No, that's our stuff. She can't just do that. She just did. Unfortunate, I know, but reality is reality.
You should all just be grateful she's decided to keep us alive. Even in her defilement, she is merciful.
We're not out for the count just yet.
You damn cheater, give my insides back. If this leads to a different route, I'm going to have to say it.
words don't leave your metaphorical mouth. Instead, all that leaves you is a wet and horrible, metaphorical mouth.
You don't have the means to speak anymore, do you? How tragic. It is tragic, though, isn't it? I'm not satisfied dividing fear and indignation from your eyes alone. A quivering mound of flesh is no companion.
She snaps her fingers, and the basic form of a vocal system assembles before you.
Now, little bird, what was it you wanted to tell me?
I said, give me my insights back, please.
Oh yes, because begging is going to help with this one.
It's better than the alternative. She's in control here.
I don't think she wants to give us mercy.
I didn't think I'd see you begging so quickly. How pathetic. In another life, I might have even thought it was—
Just submit already.
No. These controls are broken, but in no way cheerful.
Skin flayed and organs flapping, you charge towards the princess.
Ew.
That's right. She'll never stop us.
Still you defy your god. I've made the mistake of underestimating your resolve before. Never again.
You swing for her heart. What's left of you, explodes. So that's it. It's over. Just like that.
Of course it's over. It's been over since the very...
This is the final note of your discordant melody. You will not return again, because you will live in that single tone forever.
No! No! It's not over! We're a god killer! We've returned from death itself twice!
Don't I'm stubborn. Show me what we can
Didn't
do.
you hear her? We're not dead.
What's the difference? From many perspectives, there isn't one. But functionally, that is, from your perspective, the difference is massive. You are entirely laid bare, spread to each corner of the room. Yet you are wholly aware of the state you're in. Incapable of movement, but entirely capable of perception. In fact, perceiving your state is the only thing you can currently do. You are preserved, perfectly, in the amber of her torment.
I have no mouth, and I must scream.
We're more than this. We've lost bodies before. We just have to lose this one and make another.
Set the special for the next.
Absolutely not. I refuse to let you just decide to die with your task unfinished. If you die here, the world is doomed.
But you do die. There's a rage release, you lose your bit, and what's left is your flesh and blood. And yet, you're still here.
Your Honor, where the hell are you? Are you already at the Princess? This place is different. Rotten. Death all around us. I want to go back.
So you've returned already, and I remain here. Is this our final destination?
Yes.
The Princess tilts her head to look at you, and with a gesture, you are unwound. Again? Already?
Clearly I left you with too much room last time. Perhaps this cell will hold you better.
You know what to do. Again.
Again you relinquish your body. Again you find yourself here, somewhere else.
Your Honor, she's gorgeous.
Absolutely divine.
Shut up, Smitten.
You, guy who describes things, you better start saying what we do this time.
And what are you?
Attacking her, obviously.
Right. You charge towards the Princess and...
There is no spark in you, only matter devoid of life.
That wasn't my choice, pal.
you explode.
Again.
And again. You let yourself go and you're living once more.
On a path? We are not on a fucking path. I have no idea where we are.
We're in the middle of a fight, so act like it.
So you are. Okay, you dive towards the princess and we're unwound. Yes, her head swivels creakily on her neck, fire in her eyes as your body unravels with blinding pain.
stubborn? You only need one strike.
No.
Again.
Again! Yeah, but you have no body. You exist. You're reborn.
No time. You narrate now.
Yes, of course. Pristine blade grasped firmly in your hands, you fly towards the princess before she can turn to face you. You might actually do it this time.
I can feel that body of yours slicing through the air. How many more times will I have to scatter you?
As she turns towards you, the very essence of your being begins to flake away. Your muscles, then organs, then nerves laid bare and screaming as the rest of you is stripped of substance. Oh, boo-hoo. It's just a body.
It just needs to last long enough to sink this blade into her heart.
I agree, stubborn.
It doesn't last. You are disintegrated. Everything goes dark.
Again. But there's no need to die.
How many times do I need to pulverize you before you finally understand? You are nothing. An empty void that dared to dream it was alive.
That feels right.
If we're nothing, then why are we still here?
Exactly.
Because we always have been. If we're nothing, then how can we do anything? The same way we always have. Being nothing has never stopped us. Now end this. End her.
You cannot win if you cannot be.
Oh, but there's the other side. End this. A fierce races towards the princess's exposed heart. Threads of texture pull from an all-encompassing nothing.
How? I've scattered the atoms you clung to and there is nothing there to find. You can't exist.
The threads pierce her heart and cradle her spirit.
It's over.
Oh, I think I understand you now. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do the things I did to you. I don't think I knew what I was doing.
She sounds genuine. They always do in the end.
It's cold, but I'm going to be okay, right?
Correct. Now, let's bring this to the end, and we'll stop the stream for today, so we can start a new path next time. Find the means to triumph over an angel school at Quantum Peak.
She's gone. And there's that. But it feels so bad.
Screw the mirror. We just need to find...
You don't need to comfort.
It's not the end, but it's on the other side is going to be nice.
Maybe there'll be a good fight there.
Whatever makes you...
Approach the mirror. I can't smash it.
I think you...
Hello, narrator. Destroy the mirror. I'm not talking to you. Now, last time, bring the fury to her. Let's see what they can do this time.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me.
What happens
Over
now?
the passive
Slay the princess.
Violence has always been our language. What is a person? Is it their body? Is it all of their body? Pluck the eyes, peel the skin, strip the tendons, mince the meat, grind the bones. When it is all gone, do you still have who you started with?
Clearly, yes.
A person is not a body. Death is a transformation into something new. It is only bodies that fear it.
I think I see how I can kill her. We need to pick all the paths that end with killing her. I'm not my body. I feel my body suffer.
Do you suffer now? Let go of what you think yourself to be and exist. I kill you, you kill me. Back and forth we go. Faster, faster, faster. I kill you, you kill me. Hollow eyes watch from the dark corners of a forgotten place flooded by emotions left unspoken. The tide rises. I kill you.
I'm so
An ending is a passion that can only be expressed with a moment in time. It is a seed for a new beginning. To linger on an ending is to rob it of its life. And without me, all that's left to do is linger.
I killed you and tried to strangle me. You flooded me with tears. I did not drown. Noted. So we can kill the god route. We can do the blade route. We can do the grave route. I'm okay lingering.
To linger too long is to become worse than when you started. Would you rob yourself of all context to remain trapped in a single?
Next one.
Fear that pretends to protect us from loss. To fear death protects from losing a body. To fear ruin protects from losing status. To fear rejection protects from being known. But losing a body is contained within having a body. Losing status is contained within having status. Being known is contained within being conscious. It is in the nature of all things to transform, to go from known to hidden to known again. But when the ceaseless impermanence of all things strips away the finality of endings, what remains of fear? Is it a shelter protecting you from itself? Or is it a shelter protecting itself from you? You took fear by the hand and walked with it into the unknown, and through that, you feared nothing.
I'm not afraid anymore.
Then you are one step closer to being free of your body. A trick behind your back and a trick behind mine. We dance, but forever is not forever. You move and I react, and both of us break the other. But broken is only a moment in time. To change is to hold the potential.
That doesn't count. I stabbed you in the back and left us both paralyzed. The potential was to rise above.
You hear yourself in an avenue that did not end. Lift your gaze beyond moments and towards the infinite depth of reality.
A picture of a life and a picture of a life and a picture of a life. How deep must repetition still our movements until even the air we breathe is stale? You doused the flames of false devotion, and in my despair, you lifted my chin. But the stars can't be seen unless the flames go out, and the walls come crashing down. Can you not do for all things but...
Papa, I was so glad to dance with you.
And dance with me again. and I never have to stop. Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists. There is no constant. You cannot remove something without removing the relation. Open your eyes and it.
I know what the answer is, but there has to be something else. It can't be this. I won't kill you, but I won't let you sleep.
There is no something else. This, what we are, is everything.
Whatever you're trying to do right now, you don't have to do it alone.
You have no idea how good it is to hear you.
She's too many things all at once out here. If you want to get through to her, you need some way to get through all of that divine confidence. There's still a piece of me nestled close to where it all began.
It's time to
She's I'm gonna take that as a yes.
Back here we are.
And here we are. Do you... No blade it is. I'm not sure what we'll be able to do without it, but your judgment has gotten us this far. The stair.
I don't know what you want for us.
She sounded just like that.
Huh?
Timid and down we go. We shouldn't keep her waiting.
There you are. You look just like you did when we first met. Let's talk for a bit. Maybe we can figure this out.
Sure. It's good to finally see you again.
Yeah, I missed you so much. Not that we've ever really been apart, but still. It feels like it's been so long. Like this is some sort of a big reunion.
I don't think I want to be a god.
Me neither. It's so big. It's so much responsibility. And at the end of the day, it just feels like waking up in another basement. It's something we never asked for, trapping us somewhere we never wanted to be.
None of this was really fair for us.
I don't know. We made it to the other side. And we found each other. I think that means all of the bad was worth it.
I'm sorry for hurting you.
You are so sweet, but the first time we met, you tried to rescue me, and I stabbed you like 50 times in the chest. And you know how bad of a job I did. You were the one getting stabbed. I mean, yes, you were possessed by that freaky voice living in your head, but I also could have maybe tried doing anything else before deciding to kill you.
True.
Anyways, I'm also sorry. We both let things get a little out of hand. But we don't have to let that stop us from being who we want to be.
I agree here.
When she puts it like that...
Are you to say this out
I
there?
am she as much as she is me. And all of us are both everything and also not everything. I had you there for a second, didn't I?
Yeah?
I think I'm different from her. And I'm happy I'm different. I think being her would mean I'd lose a lot of myself along the way. I think I'd have to lose the parts of you that matter to me.
What's your name?
I don't have one. And you know,
I'm fine with the long quiet.
quiet it is.
Not hero. Oh well, quiet will do. That's always been us, hasn't it?
I have a name finally. Which princess are
I'm
you?
the princess. The one you've been spending all this time with. I know I've changed a few times, but so have you. And you're still real to me.
What do you think of her?
I don't know. I don't think it's fair to judge her. It must be so lonely thinking that she's everything that matters in the world. Thinking that she's the only one with all the answers.
I never thought about it like that. That does sound lonely, doesn't it?
What if we just leave?
Can we actually do that? What would that even mean?
I don't know. Let it go, but as long as it's not here, and as long as I'm with you, that's all I want.
I want that too.
I think I'm gonna stay right here.
Are you sure you don't want to come?
Yeah, it wouldn't feel right. I don't think I'll be alone for long.
And that was a good ending.
Come on, Princess. It's just a door. Sorry, I'm just a little nervous. This is really it. Whatever happens next will be completely new.
Maybe for you. Let us know what it's like. It's going to be like out
And
there.
that's okay. That's the point, right? Side by side, stepping out into the unknown. Together.
And there we go. Another route done. We still have a lot to go. But we found a new route. And thanks to Souls, we have another route to try next time. And we have found a way to kill her on our own, I believe. But that's next time. So, thank you for watching. I'm going to pass out. Bye now.